Hey guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 4, episode 14 of Fringe, which I'm super excited about because A, it has been a little bit since I've gotten to watch Fringe as I was a little bit under the weather, and B, a lot of you guys, or a few of you guys, have told me that this is one of your favorite episodes of season 4, or you really like this episode, which both excites me and terrifies me kind of in equal measure, because a lot of times people are like, this is my favorite episode, and it's an episode that just destroys me emotionally. So a little bit worried about that, but excited because even the episodes of Fringe that destroy me emotionally, which is a lot of episodes of Fringe, to be fair, are always amazing. So I am somewhat prepared. I'm also not at all prepared. Where we left off, though, was me being a freaking idiot and not, or the revelation that I've been an idiot, with the also revelation that Nina is not actually Nina, but in fact a shapeshifter that is pretending to be Nina. Olivia also got kidnapped and is being held with like actual Nina. Walter discovered that the reason that she remembers everything is because of the Cortexiphan. What else? Peter was like happy because she remembered, and they were kind of had a cute moment, which I didn't know how to feel about. And then, she got kidnapped. So, yeah. We gotta rescue Olivia. Presumably from David Robert Jones. And figure out what the hell is happening. That should be easy, right? Let's find out.
Nina has to be behind Olivia's disappearance. Once she's been processed in at the FBI, we'll get her talking.
Nina.
You still haven't told me what you're hoping to find here.
Walter's right, and Olivia's being dosed with Cortexiphan. It stands to reason that she was gotten to when she was alone.
Yep.
You think she was being watched?
Yep. She was. She was.
He thinks that you've been somehow projecting your Olivia onto her. And if that's true, think about what you're doing to her.
He's not doing it.
She is not your Olivia, Peter.
And what if she is?
You know that's impossible.
No, he doesn't know that's impossible.
But I'd like to think you weren't ignoring her safety for personal reasons.
And that you're not ignoring me right now.
He's trying to find something. But also, I don't think that he's doing it. Mm-hmm.
Store images on a disc like this in a 60-minute loop.
Olivia hasn't been here all day.
But somebody else might have been.
I've been so worried about you. You know, all the time they've held me here, he still hasn't told me what he's after.
Olivia Dunham.
Oh, there he is.
I've waited so very long to meet you.
Actually, we've already met.
In another world, which she remembers.
I watched you die, and I'm looking forward to seeing you do that again.
She's not the first to say that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Bishop's notes from the Cortexiphan trial were quite clear. The subject's abilities were triggered by sparks of intense emotions. Let's prime that.
Let's not. Let's not.
And the journey begins with a first step.
Let's not. No, I don't.
You leave her alone.
Was the protective mother hen.
Oh no, they're gonna hurt Nina.
What are you doing?
Right? That's gonna trigger her emotional response. No, don't hurt her.
Damn it, Jones, stop!
Yes, I believe this will work nicely.
Can she feel that? Does it feel like her arm? I'm not sure how sophisticated the technology that Belle used was. Oh gosh, the observers. There's so many of them right now.
Do we know why he failed to carry out his instructions?
That is a question only September can answer. September has continually intervened on behalf of this boy, despite all warnings.
How should we proceed?
We wait. He will surface again. And when he does, he will have to face the consequences.
Is this when they shoot him? Presumably.
Hey, Philip, tell me, do you have any idea if she's all right?
Do you?
How can you ask me that? I raised Olivia as if she was my own daughter.
If you care about Olivia, as you say, then cooperate.
They don't know she's a shapeshifter.
I should be coordinating with Massive Dynamic Resources to assist in the search, not sitting here in some damn cell.
When were you last in the Massive Dynamic Deep Containment Facility?
Yesterday afternoon, with Agent Lee.
And before that?
I've told you already, I haven't been there for years.
The biometric log shows you accessed the storage facility twice within the last 3 months.
Well, that's not true.
There are eyewitnesses who say they saw you enter the facility. We have signed affidavits from your own security people.
A shapeshifter, it had to have been.
You are. Is this shapeshifter just good at acting? Like, I'm curious.
I warned you not to succumb to temptation, Peter.
I don't think it's him doing it.
She is not who you think she is.
You don't know that. To increase the magnetic contrast.
Olivia,
Yeah.
now what?
Now we dig deeper. See if we can find out who did this to her.
I wonder if they'll be able to see.
Every horse needs a carrot. Every mouse, a piece of cheese. Incentive, Agent Dunham.
Yeah, we got that.
Give you a little better view, shall we?
Is she gonna be behind that? No.
I'm going to take you through a series of tests.
The box again.
This first one may take some time.
I remember this.
I know what you want me to do. You want
Yeah.
me to turn the lights on with my mind.
She's done it before.
Whatever you know, Miss Dunham, whatever you think you know of your abilities, I assure you, your potential is far greater.
That's what I said. I said she has to have way more ability than we know, right?
Now, if, as you seem to believe, you've done this before, then turning the lights on should not be any problem, should it?
It shouldn't, but I wonder if they've tricked us like twice with Nina, and that's the shapeshifter, and the real Nina is there, and they like switched him again. Or am I just overthinking it? You know. Come on, Olivia.
Perhaps this will help you get started.
No, stop!
Oh, son of a bitch. Leave her alone.
Don't waste all that emotion on me, Miss Dunham. Turn on the light.
What do you want? What does he want? I don't know what the fuck he wants.
I can't. Damn you, please, can you just leave her alone?
You know what you have to do. Just one light. And we won't have to hurt her anymore.
Yeah, but then you're gonna want something else after the light. Come on, 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 come on. You got this. Olivia, you got it.
I can't. Please stop. I can't. I just can't. Right now, I'm tired and I just need rest.
Is he gonna listen?
Very well. I'll give you your rest.
Can she have a bed?
We'll try this again in an hour.
That's not rest. I don't do well on no sleep, so I'm assuming, or imagining that, like, if that was me, I would just be like, I'm fucking tired, man.
Luke, stop.
What? What do you see?
I don't see anything, but I really have to pee and I don't want to miss anything.
Same issue for the past 10 minutes.
What?
1 second. I decrease the chrome in this.
There's something there.
That looks like a person.
Hello. Can facial rec tell us who this guy is?
Send me a capture of the image, I'll forward it to FBI.
You can't even fully see the person.
I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why would Nina be dosing Olivia with cortexiphan, but the only person who's ever done anything like that, at least in my time.
David Robert Jones.
Maybe he's trying to do the same thing again.
Yep.
What?
Activate Olivia.
For what purpose?
I don't know.
That we don't know.
We'd never figure it out, but maybe it's for the same reasons now.
Yes.
Oh, God, September.
You, talk to me. What do you know about Olivia?
She needs you.
Yeah. Yeah. Scared the fucking shit out of me, September.
He's an observer. They only show up at significant events. That he's here must mean it's important.
Well, who could have shot him and why?
I don't know, but
Other observers?
how long do you think before we have an idea on that guy?
I'm not sure. Never tried it with an image this week before.
You have to help activate me. Cortexiphan is based on emotions. For me, it was always fear. Not fear for myself, but fear for the people that I love. I can't remember things about us. And without that connection, then I can't do what he wants.
Yeah.
You don't remember our life together?
I just need for you to help me feel it.
Yeah.
Just help me remember the details.
Because she remembers other Nina and how she felt about other
The
Nina.
first day that Rachel and I came to live with you.
A social worker brought you and your sister up from Jacksonville. I met you at Penn Station. Well, I brought you girls home.
And I couldn't sleep that night. And so you came up to my room. Can't remember what we talked about.
Okay, you were scared.
And I kept calling you Miss Sharp.
And I told you that you didn't need to worry, that we were a family now, and that whatever happened, we had each other. And we'd be okay.
No, why is this making me upset?
I kissed you on the forehead, I kissed you goodnight, and you called me Nina. That was the first time we'd ever done that.
This isn't going to work. I don't want them to keep hurting you, but the only person that this has ever worked with is Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Bishop?
Oh! Nina?
Oh!
Nina, are you okay?
Oh!
It's convenient that she started feeling hurt after she gave her that information, though. So I'm a little sus about it.
She needs medical attention now.
Bring the gurney.
So this is sus, right? Like, this is sus. Now I'm starting to think that that really might be the shapeshifter, and they switched again.
Well,
I know why it's not working.
At least I figured it out.
He said he'd seen all possible features and that every one.
She
Olivia
does.
was gonna die.
Yep.
But he's gone into septic shock. His vital organs are shutting down one by one.
No.
The only way to find Olivia is through him.
You heard Dr. Bishop, he's done.
But he's not dead. He still has brain function.
Peter, you're not suggesting.
Why not?
Suggesting what?
He wants to go into the observer's mind.
Walter, you know the only way that I'm going to find Olivia is if you can put me into his consciousness.
Peter, this man's brain could operate in ways we can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Oh gosh. It stresses me out a little bit. Stress.
Yes.
Good. Then let's get started. We don't have much time.
I thought we were just gonna try to talk to him. I thought of that too, but I was thinking when they put the stuff on people and then talk to them, I thought they were gonna do that. I'm curious as to what his mind is like. Weird. Cool. It's like in space. That would be amazing.
The beginning of all things. We have been privileged to witness it.
Really?
As I am to witness my end.
That's crazy.
I was shot.
By who?
That is not the relevant question.
You said she needs my help. Does that mean you know where she is?
That too is not relevant.
What's relevant?
I am sorry, but I do not have long, and there is much I need you to understand before I go.
Okay. Tell us.
Who or what are you?
Would love to know. Would love to know.
I am called September.
I know that.
But that is a code designation given to members of our scientific team.
Okay. Scientific team? Of who? Of what?
Where?
Yeah.
A more apt question would be, from when?
Okay, from when?
We are you. Who were
Humans?
human many generations after your lifetime.
Okay. Future humans.
We are one of countless possible futures for humanity.
Okay.
Our technology has uniquely afforded us the ability to travel within and outside of time so that we may observe our beginnings.
Okay, that's cool.
But you've done a lot more than observe.
Yeah. True. He's directly affected.
It was my attempt to rectify the mistake I made.
What mistake?
Yeah. Oh, I remember, when he distracted him.
You are important.
Uh-huh.
It was why I could not allow you to drown at the bottom of Raiden Lake.
Why is Peter important, though?
Despite my efforts to set things right, these actions only culminated in further corruption of the timeline. The war between the two universes drastically altered destinies.
Okay.
Brought about a child that was not meant to be.
He never knew.
What child?
He never knew.
Your son.
He never knew.
My what?
He was born to the wrong Olivia Dunham.
I agree.
This event would have irrevocably altered everything that was to come.
I have a son.
You don't.
Had.
Yeah.
When you made the sacrifice to step into that machine, you were not the only one who ceased to exist. So would he.
That's how it works.
You have managed to return in physical form. I suspect this will provide an opportunity for you to put things right.
How?
She is the one, the Olivia Dunham from whom your shared future was meant to spring.
Yeah. I agree.
This must be, and everything will be as it was intended. You must find a way. They are coming.
But you have said almost nothing.
What's happening?
There is no time. I am going to need you to do something for me.
I'm not doing anything till you tell me where to find Olivia.
For that, you have only to go home.
Olivia, in this timeline, she's in danger.
Go home.
Is that what he was gonna say?
His heart rate is suddenly spiking.
Peter, did you make contact?
Yeah. He didn't tell us much that we didn't already know.
Walter.
What the fuck? Where did he
You
go?
want to tell me what the hell just happened?
I would like to know as well.
And he said, they're coming. And then I got yanked out.
He said
Well,
go
I didn't
home.
do any yanking. The
He
them
said-
who were coming.
He said go home. Did Peter not hear
He
that?
had nothing else to offer.
He said go home.
Kept on saying how I need to get back to my timeline and my Olivia.
No, he said go home.
Your Olivia and our Olivia? Thought they were one and the same to you.
He didn't say that. He said go home. Home is important. He said go home. Are you remembering it?
He kept on saying that I needed to get home.
Yes.
What if he was being literal this time?
Yes.
I know that sounds crazy, but I gotta at least check.
Yeah, he said go home. Although it's probably a trap from David Robert Jones. Come to think of it. They could be laying in wait for you. Yeah, he's sitting right there.
Olivia?
No.
You here?
David Robert Jones is. Oh, okay. His minion.
I said, where is she? Oh.
He still hadn't learned how to clear a room.
Peter?
Olivia.
You found her.
If I overheard you correctly, you believe this man will be helpful in evoking an emotional response. So, let's give it a try, shall we?
Ooh, want to punch him in the face.
I find your silence encouraging.
Do you?
Olivia.
I'm afraid you must, or Leland here will start slicing off pieces of your friend.
Leland, fuck off. Come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia.
Excellent, Agent Dunham. I knew you had it in you. Impressive. What are you doing, Olivia?
No, Olivia, don't!
You're not Nina.
What are you talking about?
My high school graduation. You told me that now I was an adult, I was no longer allowed to call you Miss Sharp. That was the first time.
She remembered.
Get out.
Go, Olivia. She's so smart. Peter. Is Peter okay? Is Peter okay?
Peter?
Oh my god. That guy's not. Damn.
You know how to concentrate your power.
I just knew that when I was a little girl, I did something similar, and that if they brought you to me, then you might give me what I needed to do it again.
Oh, so she orchestrated this.
Olivia!
What the fuck?
I got you. You're gonna be okay. I'm here. On your feet! Both of you! She's having a seizure. I said get up.
Get him here.
Hey!
Are you okay, hon?
Ladies first.
Oh. Fuck.
That was quite a display you put on in there, Miss Dunn. Your love for this man must be something quite profound.
Yeah, duh. Just shoot him.
Goodbye for now.
Shoot him. Is he like he was in the other world?
There are some fringe benefits for having one's body reassembled on an atomic level.
Because didn't they shoot him in the other world and he was like okay too? What's happening to Olivia? I'm very worried.
I guess all the energy that I expended did a number on my nervous system.
Maybe.
What?
Or maybe it was me. Just by being close to you, like Walter said.
I don't think so.
Walter isn't always right.
Yeah.
At the gas station just before you got taken, you were ready to come home with me, and I was ready to think that that was okay, but it wasn't.
Because she's not your Olivia?
It was a mistake, one that I promised myself I'd never make again.
This isn't the same as what happened.
I saw her. I saw my Olivia, the one that I am supposed to be with. The only one that I'm supposed to be with.
If you look into my eyes, then you can see that I am her.
No. You have her memories. Or you have my memories of her, or you're a projection, or I don't know what, but when I looked into your eyes, what I saw was what I wanted to see.
Okay.
I know she's out there,
Okay.
waiting for me. And I let myself forget that, so I'm sorry. And I'll be sure that Walter can fix you up somehow, give you back your life, but for right now, I think it's better if I just stay away.
Aww.
I'm in love with you, and I can't just turn that off now. I don't want to lose you. Where are you going?
Home. I have to go home.
You know, this is what I was saying in the last episode, though, because like it feels like off, you know? So I get it. But also, like, I don't fucking know. That's the end? That did not feel like it was gonna be the end. Holy fuck. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that episode literally felt like it was 10 minutes long. Like, I was so dead into it that even when it ended, like, I was like, wait, that's not the end. It's been like 20 minutes. I don't know. It didn't feel like it was about to end. So, I feel like that's the mark of like a really good episode, right? Is when it's the same length as like every other episode, but it feels like it just was like a second long because you're just so into it the whole time that like you're not even processing that time is passing at all. That was so good. That was so good. I agree with you guys that was a really good episode. It did not make me cry, so that's also very good. There's a lot to talk about in this episode. So where do I start? First off, I am proud of myself for recognizing that it was a shapeshifter of Nina, but that they like tricked us twice and that it was a shapeshifter with Olivia and like the other Nina might be the real Nina, you know? I'm proud of myself for picking up on that. I pick up on some things sometimes. What else? One, they jump scared the shit out of me with September. Like, I don't know if it was meant to be a jump scare. I'm a jumpy person. I get scared quite easily. Ask my fiance. I'll walk around a corner in our house and just, he'll be standing there in our house that I know that he is in with me. And I'll just be like, ah! So it's not very hard to scare me. But yeah, I still don't know if the observers are the ones who shot September. I am going to assume that they are. But maybe they're not, and they just yanked him out of time. In which case, like, how does he get shot? And is he going to appear in a future episode getting shot? Maybe he takes a bullet for Olivia or Peter. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Don't tell me, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so something that is also very exciting about this episode is that we finally got a tiny bit of answers about who the fuck the observers are, where they come from, are they human? And the answer is they are human, just a very futuristic, evolved form of humans. They come from, we don't really know still, is Earth still a thing in their future? We're not really sure, but they are a scientific research team. They didn't say research, just a scientific team, I think. But they're a scientific team, and they are just observing humanity, right? They're observing their past to see how they ended up where they are in the future. Yeah. So the observer's mistake, which we already knew, but he reiterated for us, was when he made Walternate look away. And then that cascaded all of the events that happened after, right? We understand why he got involved, because he was trying to rectify his mistake. And apparently Peter is important. The interesting thing is that, was Peter important because he could activate the machine that stopped the universes from imploding, which is kind of what we thought before? Or is there another reason that Peter is important? Because the observer, September...
Here's what I found.
Why does this keep happening? Also said that Peter and Olivia are supposed to have a child, a son, possibly named Henry, but he had his child with the wrong Olivia. So is Peter important because him and Olivia's child is going to do something that will, you know, lead to X, Y, and Z? Or is it just because of the machine thing? Because I feel like the way the observer worded it, September, gosh, I keep calling him the observer, September, worded it was like Peter is still important. Because, okay, the thing is, sorry, I'm trying to use my brain. If the observer had not distracted Walternate, yeah, Walternate would have found a cure for Peter. He would have saved Peter. Walter would have never gone back to the other world to save Peter, thus starting the chain of events that would have required the machine to be built and Peter to get in it in the first place. Yeah? That was already an important moment. Peter was already important. So that to me suggests, I was going to say that suggests that Peter is important for another reason, but it can't be him and Olivia's child, because he would never have met our Olivia, who is his Olivia, if he had never gone to the other world, right? Because he's not supposed to have a kid with faux Olivia. So we know that faux Olivia, the Olivia of his original universe, is not his soulmate. But our Olivia is his soulmate. Which is confusing, because they should have never met had that one thing that shouldn't have happened not happened. Do you understand? Does that make, did I word that correctly? This is when time travel is confusing, right? Because it's hard to like decipher like what is and isn't supposed to happen, right? Because the observer September seemed certain that he wasn't supposed to do what he did. And yet it seems like maybe he was. Maybe this is the way that events were supposed to unfold in order for the future to happen, right? Because the confusing thing about time travel is if you go back in time to do something that then changes everything, did that always happen? I don't know if did that make any fucking sense? Did that make any sense to you guys? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the paradox, and it's very confusing. Bootstraps paradox, right? Okay, I think that I used that correctly. Something else that I have a question about is we don't actually know whether or not Walter is right, right? We don't know if Walter is right. We don't know if Peter's right. We don't know if Olivia's right. Like, we don't actually know, like, that this is not how do I say this? That Peter will go back to, like, another timeline. Personally, I think that Peter is right, even though I know that he doesn't have all the information. Like, I don't know. But when Peter and Olivia had their moment at the end of last episode, it didn't feel like vindication, right? It didn't feel like, yes, finally they're having this moment and like this is what I've been waiting for. It felt like, I don't know that you should be doing this. I don't know, you know? And to me, I think it felt that way because I think that he is correct and he has to get back to his Olivia. Yeah. And that this is like, for some reason, we don't know why the Cortexiphan is making her have these memories, especially because like she has these memories from her perspective and knows things that Peter didn't know. So like, I don't get it unless it's just like bleed through of his timeline, right? Like it's trying to revert back because he is affecting the timeline, right? Without meaning to, not on purpose. Like, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but they talked about how the episode with that guy and his wife, when he's trying to get his wife back and she had Alzheimer's or dementia or something, that it only worked because of Peter's existence in this timeline at this time. He is directly affecting this timeline because he's not supposed to be here. Like, he is like a anomaly. He's out of time also, right? So it could just be that, I guess. I don't know. Also, what is David Robert Jones's like end goal, end game? Like what does he want? Obviously, I don't want you to tell me, but you guys were talking to me, or I was talking to you guys on Patreon, and you were saying like, you might think you know what his plan was in the original timeline, but you don't. And you're right. Like, we never actually figured out what he was ultimately trying to do. Like, he wanted to get to William Bell to prove to him that he was smart. But, like, how was he going to do that? And what was he going to do to prove that? And, like, what was his actual end goal? We don't know. So, also, in this timeline, in this world, in this iteration of reality, we don't know what he wants. I find it really fascinating, though, that he said that Olivia has so much more potential than she's aware of, because I postulated that, right? Like, I speculated that the reason that he wants her is because she must be able to do so much more than she's aware of right now. I don't know to what end he wants that. I don't remember what I speculated before. I think I was like, maybe he's gonna like wants her to send him to an entirely different reality. Maybe he wants her to create another one. Like, I don't know what he wants, but I'm very curious, and I'm really curious as to the full extent of Olivia's capabilities after that conversation, because like, our girl is powerful. And I'm curious as to like how powerful, you know? I feel weirdly proud of her for that. Also, I'm really curious if by go home, the observer wasn't talking about like that exact moment to go home and then like find her, but like he has to go home, like to his timeline, to his world, to his Olivia. Obviously that's the end goal, but like wish the Observer could be a little bit more forthcoming. Like 90% of what he told us we already knew. He still didn't tell us why Peter's important. He still didn't tell us like a lot of things, I feel. Like we know who the Observers are now. Everything else we still don't know. Also, did he have something else to say besides just go home? Because he was like, Peter, I need you to remember this. Like, and then Peter just kept talking. And I'm like, please, Peter, shut the fuck up for 5 seconds. Like, I love you, but like, I need to hear what he has to say. Also, like I said, we still have not seen him get shot. So I'm still waiting for that moment to possibly happen at a future date. I think that my 2 big takeaways from this episode are like, 1, why is Peter still important? 2, okay, 3 actually. 2, are they gonna have a baby? 3, what is the extent of Olivia? What is the extent of Olivia's powers? You know, like, I cannot wait to find out. I cannot wait to find out. If you also cannot wait to find out, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every single episode thus far of Fringe. I hope to see you over there. It's really fun to talk to you guys. You guys, I'm so curious. I want to watch the next episode. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Shockingly, I know. I hope to see you guys next time for more Fringe. Until then, bye guys!